Here in southern Colorado, we understand the devastation fires can bring. Of course, hundreds of homes burned during the Waldo Canyon Fire and hundreds more a year later in the Black Forest Fire. Bill Folsom has been talking with our local fire prevention pros. He is live at the rebuilt Mountain Shadows neighborhood on the northwest side of the Springs with what they have to say. Bill.
Yeah, Diane, nearly 10 years ago it's been, and at that time you would not have seen all those lights up there on the hill and on that ridge line. Instead, you would have seen embers from a neighborhood that had just burned. Well, it brought a lot of attention to the plans for wildfire mitigation. That was especially true on the west side up in the foothills area, but now we've seen the Marshall Fire. It shifts a lot of that focus, and importantly, to mitigation on the plains. Wind-driven flames uncontrollably pushed into the towns of Superior and Louisville.
We certainly feel for those folks. Absolutely, it's horrible. But keep in mind that now you know what they've experienced. This is not far from happening to you too as well. And we'd ask you to stay prepared, be prepared.
Have empathy for our Colorado neighbors. Help if you can. Also recognize their devastation is a danger you also face and can address with an emergency plan and mitigation.
You can never be too early to start mitigating. You can only be too late.
Not only could it happen here, it has happened here. We've had, 10,000 acre fires out east.
The fire in Boulder County went from grasses into neighborhoods. There have been plenty of large wind-driven fires in southern Colorado. They've burned some structures, but so far have not hit neighborhoods. With rapid local growth, there are now a lot more large neighborhoods butted up to grasslands. Wildfire mitigation is important beyond people living in the wooded foothills.
That goes for anyone throughout the city of Colorado Springs.
That's cleaning out your gutters, keeping combustible material away from the house, and keep your grass cut very low around your house.
Any of those items can help make your home more defendable should there be a wildfire, a grass fire, or a fire near your home.
And you do not have to wait to learn more. The Pikes Peak office, Regional Office of Emergency Management, they are sponsoring a class next month that anybody can sign up for. They have lots of information online. The same for Colorado Springs Fire Department. They are a leader in the nation in mitigation, and most of our fire departments in the area have all kinds of information. Diane?
Bill, of course mitigation is so important, but what can people realistically do when the winds go more than 100 miles an hour?
Yeah, that is definitely a valid point. When it's 100 miles an hour like we saw up at the Marshall Fire, all they can do is get out of the way. But having mitigation allows firefighters to work on that edge or help preserve homes that that they can get in there and work on while staying out of the way of those other ones that are in the direct line of the fire. Back to you.
All right, Bill Folsom, thanks so much. One of the ways you can help the victims of the Marshall Fire is by donating to the Scripps Howard Foundation's Wildfire Fund. Just scan the code on your screen to donate. We also have a link for you at KOAA.com. Once you're there, just select Wildfire Relief Fund from the drop-down menu and fill out the form. Thanks so much to everyone who has given so far. Now in our School Watch today.